What's up, people? I'm gonna show you guys the rest of my internet pickups as well as some record store day stuff. The record store day was Saturday. Not really a huge record store day fan, but there's always a couple things or one or two things that I want. There wasn't, a whole long list of things I wanted, but I ventured out and it was madness at the store here in Montreal that is the biggest store as well as my favorite, 33 Tours. I had to go early because I had an appointment at 11 and the store's open at 10, and I knew if I didn't go before what I wanted would be gone. And I got the last copy. I got there at 10:15 and it was crazy. People were lining up, before the store opened and everything. So one thing that I was kind of interested in, they were sold out of. Not kind of, but I didn't know if I wanted to buy it because it's expensive, was Volume 2 of that Miles Davis box set that I got on Black Friday record store day. And they were sold out. Apparently they sold 5 or 6 copies right away, which is crazy because it's an $80 box set. And I saw one guy holding it. But anyway, I did pick up the one record that I knew I wanted to buy, and that is the Sly The Family Stone live at Fillmore East. So this is concert. They did 2 days, 4 shows in '68 at Fillmore East. So this is selections from those 4 shows in 2 days, and it is curated. The song selected by Captain Kirk Douglas of The Roots, one of my favorite groups. So that's pretty cool. I've listened to, this is 2 LPs. I've listened to the first one so far, and it is awesome. And this comes on in 2 LPs. One is red, nice thick red vinyl. And the second one is on, that is green. It's not as dark as it looks to you guys in this video. Anyway, so I was happy to pick that up. Through the madness, I was able to find one. They had like 5 crates and so many record store days. So they do Milady, Life, Are You Ready, Won't Be Long, Color Me True, We Love All, Dance to the Music, Music Lover, Love City, medley of Turn Me Loose, I Can't Turn You Loose, and Country Jam. So that is that really nice packaging on that one. So I don't know if any of you are Sly fans, or if anyone, and if so, if any of you picked that up on the weekend. So I also picked up one more, which I just grabbed impulse buy, and Tom showed this already, record store day release, and I also got fooled, Tom. I thought it was a picture disc because it said picture disc on the sticker that the record store put on it, and it was, like you said, was supposed to be a picture disc, but it's not. It's just kind of a clear vinyl, but it's the Run the Jewels, I guess. I don't know what you want to call this. It's a 40. You play it at 45 speed to 45, but it's a 12-inch. There's 4 tracks on it, so it looks like it could be an awesome little picture disc here, but it's not. It's just clear vinyl with some color in it, and it just comes in this plastic case with this little paper in the back. But anyway, some dope Run the Jewels music with the chains here. It was cheap, so I grabbed that. So those were my 2 record store day releases that I picked up. I also picked up a few other records. Did I pick up? I picked up a couple records. They had some sales on some other stuff. And then I had to go back today because I had actually forgotten my credit card. So I picked up a whole bunch more stuff, but that I'll save for another video. Man, I have some listening to do. I got to catch up. So I'll run through the rest of my internet pickups. So here, I have this here. I'll show you. So I had ordered Vinyl Me Please. I didn't subscribe. Well, I subscribed, but just for 1 month because it was the J Dilla Donuts release. So it was my first time getting Vinyl Me Please. I shipped it to my cousin in the States. And I got this email in March that there was a fuck up on the, sorry, excuse my language, on the pressing. And apparently it wasn't their fault, really. I think maybe the original might even have it. But so they're sending out a second copy, which I guess is probably sent out with the April subscription, but I canceled my subscription. They said they would send it out anyways at that time, but my cousin hadn't received it by the time I met up with him last weekend, so I just have the copy with the whoosh. But it's a very small thing, so they sent this. While giving Donuts a final listen prior to shipping, we noticed a faint whoosh sound on the first 2 tracks of side A. So it's just 2 tracks on one of the 4 sides, and it was on all the records. And it said the surface noise varied in intensity from copy to copy, but it was noticeable. But they sent out this one anyway, so that because they'd already pressed it up, which was cool of them, so it wouldn't be delayed. And then they're sending out a second copy. A second pressing that they've fixed the problem. They fixed it up with Stone's Throw. So anyway, that's Vinyl Me Please. I don't know if any of you subscribe to Vinyl Me Please. So they send out some unique artwork with each album. So that's the Donuts one, which is pretty cool. I'll probably frame that. It's this, size of a record cover. And then it comes in this little sleeve, the record. And they give you a little... some artwork, which I just showed you, and then some words here, and they always give you a cocktail recipe. This one sounds pretty good. Hennessy, champagne, sugar, and lemon zest. It's called Hennessy Black Royale. Anyway, so that's that, and then there's the actual record, the most important part. I don't know if this is different than the original. I know there's this cover, and then I know there's the donut cover, and then this is on. So you guys know this album, I'm assuming. If you don't, you should definitely check it out. This is what Dilla put out right before passing away, I think in 2006, was it? So this is on thick, clear vinyl, and that's what the Stone's Throw labels look like on this. So they press it up with Stone's Throw, their own new unique pressing. So that's Vinyl Me Please. Beautiful packaging, pretty impressed. So I don't know if I would do it again. I mean, if it was a record I really wanted, but I don't like the idea of being subscribed and just getting a random record, because chances are it might not be your bag. I know my brother-in-law was totally digging what the April one was, so he subscribed to that. I haven't actually spun that one yet, so I haven't heard the whoosh. I've been trying to listen through the records that I don't know that I got online, which is quite a few, as you saw. But if you don't know Donuts by Dilla, definitely check it out, even if you're not really that into hip-hop. Anyway, so I know this is a classic album that obviously this is not an original, but Fred, you showed the reissue, so I had to pick it up. I almost didn't, and then right at the last, as late as I could have ordered it to get to my cousin's house in time to bring to me, I pulled the trigger on There's a God Somewhere. This wasn't cheap, but the 30th anniversary collection. So Andrew Wartz and the Gospel Storytellers. So, I mean, most of you know this. I'm not going to needle drop it, but definitely some beautiful, beautiful kind of dark gospel soul. It's definitely not super uplifting and happy music, but it is a masterpiece. So I was happy to get this because I will not be procuring myself an original, unfortunately. But hey, some of you are fortunate enough. So on to the rest of the pickups. Those are the 2 new records. The rest that I got, no, there's a couple more new ones. Some are 2 more new, but this is into the used stuff. This is what I'm excited about, giving it a proper listen. Benny Maupin, The Jewel and the Lotus. I think someone had recommended this, which is why I found it on eBay. Love the cover. And this is on ECM from late 70s. No, my apologies, 74. And here you have Benny, you have Herbie Hancock, Charles Williams on bass, Frederick Waits on drums in the left channel, Billy Hart in the right channel on drums. You have Bill Summers and Charles Sullivan. So, looking forward to this on ECM. And I also picked up, this is the other record I got from Dusty Groove America in Chicago, the store. This is Woofing and Tweeting. This is not an original, it's a reissue of the original. but it's still a very old pressing. So this is on Prestis. This is 7050 Gene Ammons Battle Sunny Stit. I picked this up because it was cheap. It was $10 first of all, and while it's not the first issue of this record, it was released. I think it's from like 55 or 56, but this is either a late 50s or early 60s pressing of this. So the famous Prestige Fireworks label with the South Washington Avenue, Bergenfield, New Jersey address. So one side is Woofing and Tweeting, Gene Ammons versus Sunny Stit, and then the other side is Gene Ammon All Stars. So deep groove, Prestige, old Prestige pressing, and it's in beautiful, beautiful shape, as is the thick cardboard. And I mean, it's not my favorite type of jazz, mid-50s, but definitely some quality cuts on here. And for $10, I'm not gonna pass up. I was already, paying the shipping or whatever for that Coltrane record I ordered from them, so I said, why not grab something else while I'm paying you guys to ship me another record, because it's, only $1 more. This was the first record I bought online. It is Beat to Hell, but I was just kind of fooling around looking at Blue Notes, and this one was there and it was cheap. Well, the auction, I bid on it and I won. I guess no one was bidding on it because it's Beat to Hell, but it's Horoscope by the Horace Silver Quintet. So as you can see, this is all taped up and it is split open. So I don't know what I'm going to do with this one. Frame it maybe, or maybe frame the record, because it is still an original deep groove Blue Note with the ear, the Plasti-Lite P, as people refer to the ear. This one is scratched as shit, but considering how scratched it is, I mean, I got it for $8 or $9 or something. It plays. I mean, that's the thing with these old Blue Note pressing. It plays, and I can still listen to it compared to some other shitty pressings when they're scratched up. You probably can't see. It looks clean like that, but anyway, I love the Blue Note label. I was just kind of testing out eBay. And I love Horace Silver, but I didn't know this album, so I have so many of his albums on CD, but didn't have that one. So that's it for the jazz. Oh no, it's not. I lied. Anyway, what do we got here? This is one that I had digitally that I liked. This was another cheap one. I had seen it at a store here for double the price and in way worse condition. This one's in perfect condition. Cannibal Adderley Inside Straight on Fantasy. This is from the early 70s. Wow, this gatefold isn't even cracked yet. Look at that. Won't open more than that unless I crack this spine. So I haven't listened to this one yet since I got it. It's just on the brown Fantasy label. Oh. And I like this. You guys probably, I don't know, some of you might know this album. Why not drop it? Have like some funky, So it kind of gives you an idea of what that's like. Nothing spectacular, but definitely enjoyable. Some funky jazz. So yeah, that that is Cannibal Adderley, Inside Straight. I also picked up this organ album, The Lighthouse, Live at the Lighthouse, Charles Earland. I've never listened to this. It's on the green Prestige label. These were cheap. Of course, let's hear what it sounds like. Drum solo. Cool. Sounds alright. A little live date, The Lighthouse. I started looking, I thought that for some reason Lee Morgan was on this, but I guess it's not this one. I know Lee Morgan has a Live at the Lighthouse and that he was on, I think his last recording was with Charles Earland. Is it Black Talk or no? He's not on Black Talk. He's on one of the later ones. Anyways, Odyssey. So, because I'm a huge Lee Morgan fan, so I grabbed that. It was cheap. I also grabbed this. This is one of the last ones I grabbed, the original of Curtis. So it's not in great shape, but the record is in great shape. You can see there's just some markings here, but this is my favorite, probably my favorite Curtis Mayfield album. It's the first one that how I got into Curtis Mayfield. This and Roots, but I absolutely love this album. I discovered it. I had it on my iPod. I was driving around when I was a teenager. I was in the passenger seat, I remember, with my dad driving around England and just listening to this and totally just falling into a zone with it, or even walking around. I remember in a used bookstore and I was listening to this and the demos that are on the version that I have at the end and just being completely mesmerized. So I'm sure most of you know this, but if you don't, definitely check out that Curtis self-titled LP. I also picked up this Funk Inc. Hanging Out. This one is on Prestige, Rudy Van Gelder. It is a white label promo. I spanned this once actually. So Prestige, white label promo. It's kind of cool. And I don't think it's as good as the other Funk Inc. that I have, the self-titled one. But anyway, this is Funky Moments. Needle drop. Slow song. So not as hard as the first one that I had, the self-titled. So I remember, I can see clearly now the rain is gone, but there are some good moments on here. Sounds live. You guys get the feel of that. Some smoking tunes. Oh, 3 more to show you. This one on Needle Drop. Haven't listened to the LP. Something that I saw someone needle drop. What's his name? King Brit on Dust and Grooves. Thought it sounded awesome. Diddy Bridgewater, Just Family. Cheap one. Look at the lineup on here. Stanley Clark, Chick Corea, George Duke, Erto Moreira.
Grandma is blind now, but plays on the bed.
That's how I remember it.
Keeps the time. She dances the two-step and grins, and she gets down like she was 29. Tell Willie Mae to stop a while, and Sugar Ray to bring his smile, and Brother Man who dresses in the latest style, and losing the kitchen, the cornbread is sending sweet smells through the air. The table is set and we're
Hard to turn off, anyway. That's a good track. I don't know about the rest of the album, but that's the one that made me want to pick up this LP. Let you guys know when I hear more of it. Okay, last two. This is... Oh, wow, I have not looked at this yet. Whoo! Some cool vinyl. Ghost Funk. So this is... I don't even know who did this. I came across it online. It's a free download. Someone mashed up Max Tanone. Mashed up Afro Funk with Ghostface Killah. Easy.
Rock niggas who play pop and pop it, and man, it don't stop. We on top, but we lock the land, and these rockers don't stop. Get close and friends. Gingerbread niggas on the bump from fed shit.
If you call with me, you can serve it. Take me, please. Take me. You roll it up, face ring with up, hands on his nuts. You can't stop crying on the ground for you get touched. It's Canada Drive set with a large son. We won't ride. You want it so bad, we might try.
So this is cool. It's well done. I listened to it digitally. Like I said, you can get the free download, so check that out. So those of you who are into Ghostface might like this. We're into hip hop. I thought that was kind of cool. Where the hell does this record go? Nowhere. There's not even a fucking sleeve for it. Okay, and lastly, Fred, you inspired me on this. I had heard about it when it came out. I wasn't able to pick up Volume 1, but I did pick up Volume 2. So Side 2, Yasin Gay presents, American Gazaway presents Yasin Gay The Return. So Marvin Gaye mashed up with Mos Def, or Yasin Bey as we know it. I don't remember which tracks I liked on here. I've been listening to Volume 1 and 2 on my phone for a while, but I'll give you a taste of this. The whole thing's good. I don't know what I'm saying.
Get off now! What we fight for? Night for time, we in the fight for. Catch a spit up for the cause, not just the cause. The body is already a follow God's law. Revolutionary entrepreneurs, make a man's got the heads to the floor. Now stop the applause. Thank you very much. Without further ado, let me introduce the rest of the
and the world we now. Verb adjective, adverb, pronoun, preposition, suffix, so written in the Phoenix, celebration, weekend. Me and Papa Paul experience from the double Phoenix. Must be season, but dialect to my region.
Anyway, both sides of this are available for free online, I believe, as well as the Ghost Funk. So if that, some of the tracks on here just make me want to jump out my seat. Production is so well done. The Marvin Gaye vocals. Anyway, check it out. If you're a Mos Def fan, you'll definitely recognize it all. That's it for this. I made a mess here. I'll clean up now. And I'll be back with another video. Got probably 2 more videos in me here with these stacks I'm surrounded by. Hope everyone's well. Take care. Peace. Sorry for the length on this one.